it's Melissa. In this video, I am going to take you start to finish on making these super popular big heads. So I am doing this for my daughter's graduation party, but these are super fun for all different things. We are going to go from everything from how to laser cut the shape to how to print on the shape to how to put these all together so that you can gift them, give them, sell them, whatever you want to do. These are adorable. You can do it with all different shapes. I'm actually also going to start you in Silhouette Studio. I know, you don't have a Silhouette, don't worry. Silhouette Studio is super powerful. 2 different ways that you are going to be able to remove the background so that you can create the shape that you need for your big head. All right, let's get started. Okay, so we are going to start in Silhouette Studio. Now, we're not even going to use a Silhouette machine for this project, but we are going to use the software and you're going to see it's very powerful. So I have a bunch of photos in here. I'm going to create these big head files 2 different ways. This first one I'm able to easily trace because there is this plain background basically. And so that allows me to just create a cut line by tracing, because tracing works on contrast, and between my daughter's head and the wall there's a lot of contrast, so that makes it easy to create the vector file. So I'm just going to trace and detach, and that allows me to remove the rest of the background. So when I double click it, all those little gray dots are edit points. I'm going to simplify that. There's no need for all of them. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in even closer, and I am going to manipulate a couple of those points. Some of them I'm just going to move further closer to her hair, and then some of them around her shoulder specifically I'm actually going to delete. So if you double click on the file itself, you can then use your mouse to adjust individual points, and you can see I'm kind of pulling them in a little bit. So this line is important. This line is going to become our laser cut line, and then the image itself is going to become our UV print. So we need it to be cleaned up before we pull it into our other programs to laser cut and UV print. Now you can see down here at the bottom I'm selecting multiple edit points at the same time and deleting them. These are the types of tips and tricks that I share on both my YouTube channel and on Silhouette School. I do have exclusive content, and I do offer personalized same-day support through Silhouette U. So there are a lot of tutorials, close to 700 or more, that I only have on Silhouette U. So if you are interested in that, all of the information is in the description below. And specifically, if you don't feel like waiting for help, which there's really not any help from the manufacturer here, that is why we created Silhouette U, and it is not just for Silhouette. I have tons of content there on all the other softwares and machines that I use as well. Okay, this is the second way to create a vector file where you really can't trace because there's not a lot of contrast. So I use the draw a line tool, and you can see that I'm using the curved tool line, and I'm going around the outside of the hair and just literally dropping edit points with my mouse. Okay, now again, I have a more detailed tutorial on exactly how to do this, but this is a really good way to remove a background in Silhouette Studio where there's tons of stuff going on in the background and not a lot of separation between the two things. So when I get around to the top, what you're going to see is that this cut line is going to connect itself together to become one stroke. Now I can select the line and the image itself, and when I open up the modify tool from the right sidebar and click crop, it removes everything that's outside. It basically crops down to that cut line that I created. And then I'm going to do this with the rest of the photos as well to make all of my files. Now, what we need to do after we get them all ready is we need to export. So we need the SVG for our laser, and then we need the PNG for our UV printer. So in order to export from Silhouette Studio, you do need the one-time paid upgrade of Silhouette Studio Business Edition. It'll cost you about $50 one time. It is not a subscription. So I highly recommend that, and I will put the link to that in the description below as well. Okay, so once you do this with all of your files, we are going to export. So how do you do that? Okay, now before you export, you want to get all your files and you want to size them down. So obviously I did a couple. I actually did a few more that I didn't record. But we're going to size them all down in general size. You're not stuck to these sizes, so don't worry about it, okay? All right, once you have them all, then what you need to do is you actually need to select them all and do a duplicate, or just copy paste a second file to your second set of files. So one of them, like I said, is going to be the print. The other one, you only want the outline. So what I just did right there was I just filled it with transparent and made the cut line red. So the red cut line is going to be the laser file. Now, this needs to be exported as an SVG. You need to export them individually. I actually wouldn't advise to export them as a group. So now switch over to your laser software. So I'm using an xTool P2, and now I can do import image, and I'm going to import the SVG for the first file. So I'm just doing one at a time. These are very big. So now I am going to do this on corrugated plastic. I will link to that below, and I also have separate videos on how to cut corrugated plastic and how to UV print on it. So I'm including all of the settings. So I'm not going to go into that level of detail in this video, but that's what you're going to do. Now, I also have a settings that I saved. You can glimpse them here. If you are using an xTool, that will be super helpful for you. Make sure you stand by. It does want to create a little teeny flame, so just be super careful and don't leave your laser printer. Now again, you saw I sized it to basically fit that corrugated plastic. It doesn't really matter because you are going to size the printed version of the file separately. You can pop out the file if you, or the head if you want, or what I actually found after doing a few is to keep it, after it's cut, keep it in the plastic without popping it out and just put the whole thing on your UV bed. Okay, return to Silhouette Studio and now click the printed version and go up to File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive, and you are going to save the printed version as a PNG file. So just name it, change the format to PNG. I usually change the DPI to 300. I don't know, I mistyped here where I wrote 350. And then what you want to do is click transparent background and save. So that'll save to your computer. Then pop over to UV Studio. Now, before you do anything, click the snapshot so that can get started while you're working. That's just going to look at the file or the plastic on your bed. Okay, so then go up to the uploads section and click upload, and then navigate to the PNG. It's going to come in very large, but don't worry about it. We'll be able to resize, we can rotate, we can do what we need. We can actually also adjust the color, which I'm going to show you how to do here. Okay, so I like to zoom out a lot so that I can just easily scale down this image. Again, it does not need to be exactly the same size. You don't need to worry about measuring or dimensions or entering them or anything like that. We're just going to eyeball it because you have the cut line right there. It's already cut. Your physical piece is already cut. Okay, so rotate around. I needed to rotate around, and then what I need to do is you can see obviously the size of the printed piece versus where the cut line is. So what I am going to do, and what I like to do, is I like to have the image, the printed image, slightly overlapping like a bleed, okay, overlapping the cut line. So, and this is why I didn't worry about that little fuzz at the top of her hair, because it's going to end up being printed on the piece that's basically acting as the jig. Okay, so it's not gonna, I'm not worrying about it. Now, what I want to do also, you probably just saw that the ink mode, I changed white CMYK, just one layer of each, and now I am using the adjustment tools to just make that image a little bit sharper. This is an old image. Obviously, my daughter is now 17, so the camera quality at that time just not as good. Okay, once we are ready, then we can prepare ourselves to print. So again, why am I doing white with CMYK when we're printing on a white sheet? I think that you get better color when you do one layer of white. So that's the only reason that I'm doing that. Quality, I kept as standard. material I changed to plastic, and literally I'm just going to click print. Now I will tell you that each of these at this size, which this was about 12 by 16, maybe it's just a tiny bit smaller, took about 24 minutes, 25 minutes to print. I was not planning to stand there the whole time, but I did, or I didn't stand there, but I did watch it print I recorded it print, and I'm so glad I did. So I am actually extremely impressed. I was so excited when I saw this, and then when it's done, you can just pop it back out. Now, like I said, a couple of them, after this one, I did it so that I didn't pop it out after I laser cut. I waited until after I printed. And then the last step is to just take some double-sided tape. I used 3M and a large paddle, and placed it on the back so that they could be held. They are so cute for photos, photo booth, or a senior grad party, or graduation itself, or sporting events. I just love these big heads. I think they're adorable, and they're so fun to make, and they're really easily, you could get a premium for these if you were selling. I am so excited about how these came out. Are they not adorable? I mean, the subject might help. But anyway, if you guys are looking for how to do each step of this, I have, as I mentioned, various other tutorials on exactly how to cut corrugated plastic. These pieces, as you can see, it's pretty thick. This is like what yard signs are made for. You can do these obviously for these big heads, and you can do them for photo booth props. I did them with other types of graphics, like school logos and different things like that. You can make like little glasses, all types of different things. I also have separate video on how to print on the UV, or how to print UV print on the plastic as well. So every step, I know some of that I kind of went through quickly because it was basically a start to finish, but I do have details on all of that. So if you're looking for more things that you can make with your UV printer, more things that you can make with your laser cutter, I have tutorials on both Silhouette School blog and on Silhouette School YouTube channel, as well as on Silhouette U, where I also offer personalized same-day support. It's really our premium membership website. All of our members absolutely love it. You should go and check out the reviews. I will link to that in the description below as well. It is for not only crafters, but also business. I know it's called Silhouette U, but it is not just for if you have a Silhouette machine or you use Silhouette Studio. It's obviously if you use all of these other machines that you see in my studio as well. All right, guys, happy crafting. I'll see you soon.